So this is Module 2, Lesson 22. If you haven't done Module 2, Lesson 21, we'll talk about that tomorrow. So yeah, keep in mind I don't have a ruler on here, so I'm going to do my best to draw straight lines, etc., to give these diagrams. So Yoshiro has a new puppy. She decides to create an enclosure for her puppy in her backyard. The enclosure is in the shape of a hexagon, with one pair of opposite sides running the same distance along the length of two parallel flower beds. There are two boundaries at one end of the flower bed that are 10 feet and 12 feet, respectively, and at the other end, two boundaries that are 15 feet and 20 feet, respectively. If the perimeter of the enclosure is 137 feet, what is the length of each side that runs along the flower bed? So usually when we think about a hexagon, we think about the yellow pattern block, where all sides are the same length, but this is not the case. So we're going to have the two sides, we're going to call them X, that run along the flower bed. And then we've got two more sides at each end, and I know this is not perfect, but we're going to go with it. So one is 10 feet and 12 feet. The other one is 15 feet and 20 feet. And we know that there's 137 feet of fencing involved in this problem. And the perimeter will be the distance around the outside. So first you're going to write an equation for this. If you want to pause the video now, it would be a good time to do that. Write your equation and then you can check it with mine. So if I have 10 plus 12 plus 20 plus 15 plus x, I know that that will equal 137 feet. And then I can combine the terms. So I have, like here, 10 and 20 would be 30 plus 12 and 15 would be 27. And x is 2x. So I have that's equal to 137. And 57 plus 2x equals 137. At this point, I have to say, okay, what can be combined? 57 can be combined with 137 because those are both regular numbers, not having an x with them. To get rid of 57, I would subtract it and subtract it. So 2x is equal to 80. And then 2 times something is equal to 80. To solve that, I would need to divide by 2. Divide by 2, x is equal to 40. So the length of each side going along this enclosure, along the flower bed, would be 40 feet. So this would be example 2 on the next page for lesson 22. Jenny's on the local swim team for the summer and has swim practice for 4 days per week. The schedule is the same each day. The team swims in the morning and then again for 2 hours in the evening. If she swims 12 hours per week, how long does she swim each morning? So we know she swims 4 days, so it's 4 times whatever she does each day, and that would equal 12 hours for the whole week. So she swims in the morning plus 2 hours every evening. And because we have parentheses in here, and we're going to be multiplying by 4, it's a distributive property. So if we have 4 times m, it would be 4m plus, so 8 hours of swimming is in the evening, and that equals 12 hours. So 4 times something plus 8 is going to equal 12. We can subtract 8 because the 8 can be subtracted from both sides and be combined with the 12. So we have 4m equals 4. And if I divide both sides by 4, m is equal to 1. So she swims 1 hour each morning. As far as for this part, don't worry about the if-then statements because we'll talk about those when I get back. So you're going to continue solving these just the way like we have been practicing. And if you have any questions, you can email me or we can talk about it tomorrow.